Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to another photography stream. Hope you're all having a good day. I'm just now looking into the work for the day, and it looks like I only have one property to edit for the real estate stuff. I know my family's gonna get here a little bit earlier today, probably about 1-ish. And it's currently 11, so this might be a little bit brief of a stream, but I do kind of want to dive into maybe some of my vacation photos if I get this house done early. I mean, I have come across some properties that are like really complicated for edits, to where I have to do a lot of touch-ups and all that.
Welcome.
Hey, congrats on the first, Ren. I hope your day is going good. I was looking at the landscape of photography streams, and right now, yeah, so did I. um, and it looks very similar to how it does late at night for photography streams, where there's not really too many going on right now. So maybe we could capture some good audience this way. Who knows? We'll have a good time though. Hope everybody's doing good. I had a pretty good day yesterday. The stream went well. It was better than Mondays. Ooh, what'd you get? What'd you get? First DSLR is a great moment in any photographer's life. Canon Rebel T7, nice. The last Rebel I got was a T5. I don't even know what Rebel number they're on right now. What is the current Rebel number? Let me look this up. Canon Rebel camera. That'll probably take me there. T7 is the latest. Wow. Okay, so I got the T5 like over a decade ago, and they've only done 2 versions since then. Huh. There was a point where they were doing more than they were doing like one a year or something. I guess they kind of figured it out with the T7 then, eh? All right, and this is kind of bothering me a little bit. I'm looking at my verticals, and they're a little bit askew, so I'm going to try to rotate the camera on the tripod here. Oh my god, that's even worse. I went the opposite direction. Oh wow. So yeah, what took so long? Were you just not able to afford one? I think I've got the same issue again. It'll be all right though. Yeah, congrats on your first DSLR. So, did you get a kit or did you get any other lenses with it? Yeah, bills do. I mean, for the next lens, I would recommend either a nifty 50 or a 35 millimeter. Both can be pretty inexpensive, but the kit lens is plenty enough to get some good practice with using a DSLR. Yeah, congrats! Welcome to the world of photography there. But actually, just listening to what I'm saying here is like, why am I welcoming you to the world of photography? The world of photography precedes getting a DSLR. All right, hold on. I got like a sniffle for some reason. Get that out of my system. I'm not sick or anything, just got something. Something would always come up that need fixing or replace. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I finally got to the spot where I'm making enough income to cover my bills, but everything is coming up. Right now I'm trying to get my AC fixed in my car. That's gonna set me back $1,000. So it's, yeah, I'm right there with you. Oh, 70 to 300 is a fun one. Oh, you could shoot the moon next full moon. Oh, what up, Shamani? I haven't seen you in a minute. How you been? Mm. I'm doing good. I got a random sniffle just now, but that'll be fine. I've been super busy with real estate lately. I've got a little bit to work on in a minute. But it's only one property, so I'm gonna get it done pretty quick. Oh heck yeah. Any good plans on landscape photography adventures? Oh man, this tilt is still bugging me. Let's see. Hey, it's not tilted now. That door kind of makes it look like it's still tilted, but this door is on its axis, and then like looking at the actual ball head, it's pretty level. There's a really cool little cheap thing you could buy for a camera. Jeez, I have like a sniffle. Nothing came out with that. Um, you could buy a little like it's like a little green box that has a bubble level in it, like green plastic that you can mount to the hot shoe of your camera. And I used to have one, I lost mine. So that would be a good thing to put on my camera right here, just to have a good visual that my camera is actually level. The back of every camera has a good level on it, but ooh. Now that right there, all that lots of plans. You planted in some hot springs that have been on your bucket list. Couple ghost towns, the markets in Seattle, sand dunes in Oregon, Colorado River, a lot more. All of that right there is what I absolutely love about photography, is that it helps inspire you to actually pursue these adventures, to get pictures. Oh, dude! Congrats on getting that money. I'm about to clock in for work here in a moment as well on stream, but it's gonna be a very short day, so I'm not gonna really make too much today. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If anybody wants to subscribe. Oh, that's such a crappy thing. 100%. And also learn with it. Before my hard drive crashed, one of the videos I had in progress that I was making was a video about my 365 challenge that I put myself on when I first really started taking photography seriously. And it was around 2014, which last year editing it would have been perfect because it would have been a whole decade. But I did a challenge where I posted a brand new photo to Instagram for 365 days straight, where I would shoot and edit in the same day. And I completed that challenge, and it really just it had a snowball effect where I I really pursued photos very, very frequently. And it really got the ball rolling on just learning and getting photography skills there, ready to be a professional photographer. And I don't know, it kind of stopped in recent years or recent months. Like if you look at my Lightroom catalog, it's pretty short on a couple months. Well, one because I've made separate catalogs for other stuff now. Like I have a separate catalog for the real estate. I have a separate catalog for the sports photos. But most of my photography in the recent last couple months has been all professional photography. All like doing the real estate, the sports, etc. And a photo shoot here and there, but those aren't nearly as often anymore. Um, yeah, yeah, I was that like when I got my first like programming job in around 2007, I started making enough money to pay the taxes and then like be able to afford just extra stuff. And the first thing I ever bought when I had some extra money was a DSLR. Um back back in high school I did darkroom work. I think it was a Canon 35 millimeter. Um we and I learned all the darkroom stuff. I had everything for a darkroom that I had bought after school. I had the little developing bags. I had the container to run the film through the chemicals. I didn't have the enlarger. That was the one piece I had missed. So I didn't truly have a full darkroom. But I had enough to be able to develop my film. Just hadn't any way to print it. Um, but yeah, I definitely pursued a bit of photography, but I wasn't really too serious about it, I'd say, until I went to Yellowstone. Like right around then. I really like fell in love with landscape work and was like I just want to do this. Like I want to do photo adventures like this all the time. And that was a long time later, like post digital cameras. I think I had 3 digital cameras before my first DSLR. Um, my first ever digital camera had no SD card. I don't think SD cards really existed then. It was internal memory only and can only hold 10 images. So it was kind of like having the same limitations of a roll of film, but you couldn't swap it or anything. You had to go plug it into a computer and stuff. So you couldn't take more than 10 pictures on an outing. Um, Let's see. But yeah, man, I was just going off. My first ever DSLR I bought was a Canon XSI. I think that was the first Rebel camera. I think I've read since then that was the first Rebel camera. I didn't quite know that at the time. And there was the option to buy a Sony back then. But Sony wasn't really doing much back then. Their digital cameras weren't that great. I mean, they had really good point and shoots. But as far as DSLRs were concerned, they didn't really have that great of cameras. It wasn't until a couple years later. And now, fast forward till today, I'm really considering switching to Sony now finally, because Canon has still been not wanting to allow support for third-party lenses anymore. And there are some third-party lenses I really, really would love to get. And I can't, because I'm on a system now that does not support third-party lenses for mirrorless cameras. So it might be time to start saving up and switching. As much as I've always loved Canon cameras, that's kind of a sticking point. All right. So let's see. I have the output downloaded. I think it's time to get a little bit of real estate work done here. And it's only one property, so it might go fast. All right, open up a couple Explorer windows here. I'm not going to show my desktop just yet until I get Lightroom opened. Open my downloads directory, open where I'm going to put the files. 0318, which is yesterday. All right, extract here. Okay. I'm going to check the calendar for yesterday. There was one property. Empire Vista. There's two properties. But one property was just a video shoot, so I don't have to work on those. All right. Oh, whoops. I need to make a new. For a moment there, Charlie had joined. And I set up the camera so I can have him just lay down and hang out on stream. This is yesterday's new catalog. Lux QC 0318 for yesterday's. Have it open. Yeah, super excited for your photo adventures coming up. I need to plan some more. I know we're going to be going to Colorado and New Mexico in June. That should be fun. It's in slideshow mode. All right, let's import the folder. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to be a really brief workday. Don't need address lookup. Okay, got the folder. All right, let's hit rename so I can get the address of my clipboard here. Create a collection for it. Go to develop and unconstrained crop. Do the verticals for every single image. That one's a little bit off. Oh, this is just a day shoot too. I don't really have to do any presets for the exteriors. Okay, the signage. Oh, I haven't sorted by file name. View, sort, file name. Oh, they still put the signage in the front. All right, let's put that in the back. Oh, they didn't move the basketball hoop or anything. Should I keep that there? All right, this is going to be the hero shot. Yeah, that's the main first image. Oh. Load up my monogram creator. I wonder if I should just crop out that car. The red truck I'll definitely have to remove. All right. Crop this in a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna hit K, which will bring in a brush here. I'm gonna brush in a highlight over the property. Okay. See if Lightroom can remove these cars. Looks like I'm going to be receiving prints this afternoon. Okay, yeah, I don't know why those turned out so flat there. I don't know why my import doesn't work for the interiors. This is a weird lens quirk. There's like a piece of dust there or something. See if I can fix that. Kind of looks like the lens corrections weren't done on this either. Manual. It's a little bit. Okay, for the exteriors, I'm gonna paint in a brush here and bring it down a little. Why is it not? Did I not brush in? The show overlay and it's not really showing much. Okay. Oh, the flow is like 0. Okay. That explains it. Okay, let's remove this painting over the lines there. Okay. That's a little bit better. I don't know why my notifications are showing on this screen now. They were showing on my far right screen for a while. That's a nice shot. This one's a little bit off. So I'm going to transform with a guided. Let's go by the carpet. Huh. I cropped it funny. I'm going to unconstrain the crop. And let's edit this in Photoshop real quick. I'm going to do a blanket edit here of this exposure. All right, pop it up Photoshop. So there's this extra space in the frame that I don't necessarily want to crop out because it crops out a bunch of the image if I do. So I'm gonna use a lasso tool here and hit generate a fill. See if it extends the shot. And boom, we're in business. All right, so I'm going to remove this the cropped version. Okay. I'm guessing this property was in Vale. Well, it could have been like far northwest. There's a lot of models like this in northwest side of town. I guess I can map it. Let's see if my guessing is correct. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing to paste. Oh, okay. It's the Valencia and I-10. I've been in that area. I did not call it correctly, though. So here's how it comes from the editors, and then there's my edit. I'm basically trying to make it so it's not as flat as it comes from the editing team. All right. I'm going to switch it from lo-fi just to my liked songs. Well, thanks for stopping by, Shamani. Hope your day's going good. Is it like late over there? Or I don't know. I don't know what the time zone is like. It might be early. All right. We are halfway through this property. Oh my god. So here, hey, Charlie's here. What's up, Charlie? Okay, I have an oversight. So I set up a camera for Charlie, but the way he's sitting right now, we would just be getting a shot of his crotch. So I might need to figure out how I want to orient his camera. uh yeah. And this, by the way, is probably the least glamorous part of real estate photography is, and I've had so many situations where somebody's hitting me up via text or something, and they're like, "What are you up to?" I'm like, "Well, I am taking a picture of a toilet right now." Oh, the tablets. Yep. Every kid has one of those now. It's crazy. Hi, Charlie. Do you need a treat? Yeah. Yeah, that camera is. Yeah, that's not a good angle. You want to lay down? Lay down? There you go. There you go, boy. Let's see, is that a better. Hmm. I think I might need a better place to put this camera. But yeah, here I'll where is it? Is it in settings? There we go. You got it, Charlie. Oh, it's not working at all. Well, there it is here. I don't know why it's not working as the capture source. Boy, yeah, that's not that great of an angle. I think I'm gonna need to do some sort of reorienting. Well, there he is. So I bought a desk mount for this camera. And I think so I've got a table back here behind him. And I might need to just um set that arm on the table. But I don't really have an outlet over there to keep the phone plugged in. All right. So yeah, I'll work on that.
Welcome.
Oh, appreciate the lurk, man. Do it as much as you can before flying back to the farm. Wait, the farm is a great distance from you? I thought you like lived on one or something, judging from farm streams. $3,000 Ooh, that's a ways. Fun fact, the only highway in the US that has kilometers. Oh wow, he's just licking himself. All right. The only highway in the US that has kilometers is in Tucson. I-19. It goes to it heads into Mexico. Yeah, that's a stretch. Man, I need to go back to Montana. Oh boy. I'm not photoshopping this one clean. All right, we've reached the exterior. This one's a little bit off. A little bit. Okay, that's really should be the first backyard shot. And Charlie has left. All right. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to learn about just getting a camera. YouTubeversity/Twitch. All of us here at Twitch are great resources to learn camera basics. Right. I think I had missed that stream. I was in Joey Cruz's stream last night. I usually try to lurk multiple streams too. Oh wait, was that? Is that real? Yeah, that's real. There's just a raven hanging out here. All right. That's pretty interesting. You cannot read the sign because of these plants that they planted right in front of it. All right, this is done. So let's do the export. So I'm gonna get the address of my clipboard. Right? It's so dumb. Like, why would you go through so much effort to make a sign for your neighborhood and then just plant the plants right in front of it? Just, I assume those are palm trees. No, those aren't palm trees. Those are definitely not palm trees. Well, I don't know. They could be. Like if those are palm trees, they'll grow really large, but they're still gonna block. Like the trunks are gonna block. They're gonna block the signage. Hey, Kiwi, welcome back. How you doing? How's things out in Ohio? Also, poultry. How's London?
Welcome.
All right. I'm gonna keep that in chat just for a moment so I can ban the phrase. Nobody follow that spammy link, please. Settings, moderation. Oh, Charlie's returned with a toy. Hi. Hi, boy. Oh, geez. That's... Yeah, I need to change where the camera is. Dude, that's... oh. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna censor the video there with his toy. All right. Okay. Well, you missed out on some dog. Some... All right. Wait, where's the banned phrases? Block terms and phrases. There we go. Add stream boo. All right. Best viewers. Possible ban evader. All right.
Yay!
My ban animation broke. I wonder why that is. All right, the export is still happening. Let's see. Has this? Yeah, that's exported. Kaye Martinez. All right, I'm gonna skip this. Got try again floating here. Ooh, somebody liked my post on Blue Sky. I think that's like literally the second or third post that I've ever done on Blue Sky. I added it to my social media scheduler. Also Mastodon. Both social networks I probably won't really use. But I'll post my work to it. I'm mostly done with social media at this point. As I say on Twitch, which is social media, but the algorithm really is what bothers me. Like I can't really hang with the feed. All right. Clocking out Oh wow, we did 28 minutes of work today, folks. Wow. I'm gonna turn the Charlie camera off. All right, let's open my primary catalog. Should probably eat something. I'll take my medicine. This is a little bit more real estate, but if I go to my recent Hawaii vacation, see, I have 923 photos to process here. Oh my goodness. Wonder if I could fly through these. This is my son surfing. It's all GoPro shots. They turned out quite awesome. I can't believe like he got up on the board 4 times. No, actually, no, I lost count. He got up like every time there was a wave, he got up on the board. It might have been like 5 or more. He got up a lot. This is quite awesome. All right. This one could probably be cropped in. Oh, it is cropped in. Wow. Okay. It was like a super wide shot. This one's really neat. I like the wave. It's got a lot of distortion for the lens. I wonder if lens corrections can do it. Can you do GoPro? Is GoPro in here? It is. Let's see, like a Hero 10 or something. Does it change for... I think I need to mute the blue sky. notifications.
Welcome.
Hey, what up, Nicholas? This is my third stream this week, but I had been off streaming for quite a while, so um where is the Yeah, it was I had taken quite a break from it. Like I took a break from basically all social media for a while. And I got to the point where I was even barely in Twitch audiences for a while. Like it's just distancing myself a little bit, just getting I don't know. I kind of overwhelmed myself with like creating so much and not really getting much reward for it and um the people here are still great, but I don't know. I wasn't really, yeah. And also I was completely broke. Like it was a struggle to try to pay my bills and everything, and I was like I need to spend and focus more time on stuff where I can actually afford to pay my bills. So I did that, and I've gotten to the point where I'm getting a little bit more comfortable there, but it's still like, oh boy, that my AC repair is gonna set me back quite a bit. Um, yeah, that is such a great point, Nicholas. Like if I could be like, oh, where is everybody? But like everybody's here right now. It's yeah. Oh, where is the lens corrections? There it is. Yeah, this right here's a picture of my son surfing. It's pretty awesome. Oh, getting an incoming call from Casa Grande. I'm gonna screen that. Yeah, I did some IRL streams as well. I did some live storm chases and whatnot. That was really fun. But I don't think have like the technical readiness for that yet. Because I want to get like more of like a Bellabox server type situation for that sort of stuff. Or a way to handle BRB streams scenes when it drops and whatnot. Yeah, me too. I well, I was doing it with one phone, which was not enough, and now I would do it with two phones. But oh, hold up. Let's do an aspect ratio. Yeah. Well, my second I use for chat. The one main phone is for my camera live. My second phone is pretty bad though. Got like got an issue with the screen. It doesn't really charge very well. Oh, this is such a cool shot, Gavin. So cool. All right, I think I'm gonna do like contrasty. And let's do like a radial gradient with a shadow. Yeah, yeah, this one's really cool. I did not take these photos as a disclaimer. We purchased these from the surf instructors. I wasn't quite allowed out there with my GoPro. I did, however, do a photo swim, like a photo walk, but underwater. Um, and mine are not nearly as impressive. Uh, Here, let me zoom up to that point. Where are they? I think they were before this day. Well, no, I was taking pictures from the surface, but I wasn't in the water with them. So I wasn't really here at this moment. At this moment there was like a little there's like a little bit of land that came out to the ocean, and I had my zoom lens going and all that, but it didn't oh boy, sorry for the ads. Wow, those came out for Wait a second. Why are my Nice, you got turbo? Here they are. Okay. I found them. These are not that great. Oh, nice. No ads. Um, yeah, here's my photo swim photos. These are really not all that good. Like in person, this was absolutely beautiful. But the way the GoPro captured this wasn't really that great. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like, let's see, let's get more blue and some magenta. 8 ads for okay. Ren's got them. Holy crap!
It's a trap!
There we go. Warm it up a little. Yeah, magenta is definitely the trick. All right, let's yeah. I wonder if did I get any photos of the turtle? Okay, this might need a little dehaze. Now, if I had like a diving kit for my professional camera, I'd think these would be a lot more badass, but I don't really have much practice with diving, so um who knows? Maybe the photos would have been night and day better than just like a GoPro shot, but Oh yeah, I've seen those. I I would, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, did you ruin your camera? I see. I would be so afraid to put my gear into that. Oh, dude, thank goodness you caught that early enough. That's actually one of my favorite things about my Canon cameras is they're weather sealed quite well. So when I'm storm chasing and whatnot, I don't really damage my cameras when like a little bit of rain gets on them. Hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, the diving ones you have to get those like big bubble rigs. This was such a pretty fish. This one could be cropped in a little bit. Don't believe. Yeah. This is a cool part of the reef, I thought. Bit of coral. Yeah. This photo swim was pretty nice. I was definitely having just a really great moment taking all these pictures. This is the first time I ever did a photo swim. I ruined the GoPro doing this, by the way. I didn't have a diving housing for it, and I think it suffered because of that. Because GoPros out the box now are waterproof, but maybe not dive proof. I think I needed an additional thing for diving. I didn't go too far down, like maybe a couple feet. But yeah, the screen is really wonky now and hardly turns on. But it was worth it. It was like these were really fun pictures to take. Wait, did I take that with my camera? My phone? Crazy. All right. I'm going to hop back to the beginning. So I have 908 photos to process for this vacation. This vacation I took back in October, by the way. I need to be better about editing my own personal shots. This is like a really sad state of things that like it takes me this long to get through these photos. Dude, he is having such a great time on this. Surf lessons were definitely worth it. This was out in Honolulu, which is the island we flew into. And then after that we visited Maui, um, and then Big Island. Um, those reef fish photos were taken out in Kona. Then we also went to Kauai, which is definitely as everybody says too, it is the prettiest island. It is so beautiful. You know what? I'm gonna go back and give that one a little bit more time. I think I think Gavin could use a bit better subject lighting here. Oh, it makes him look so pale though. Well, he is pale. He's a redhead kid. Oh, what an epic shot, dude. This is such a good time. That kid is having a blast. So how's things out in Germany doing there, Nick? Does anybody ever call you Nick, or is it always Nicholas? Got another person surfing behind. Man, they took a lot of shots of him doing this. Oh, barely anybody. It's the opposite for me. Nobody ever really calls me Raymond. They quickly stop. Do you give them like a good eye roll or what? I think because I go by Ray and always shorten my name, it's just my tendency to try to shorten everybody else's names. Mm-hmm. Hi, Charlie. Dude, on that thought, my name rhymes with hay. So I am turning my head all the damn time in public. Yeah. I'm always getting, like, people are always getting my attention when they're not trying to. Dude, Hawaii is so damn pretty. Hi, Charlie. Ooh, he's here. Oh, he looks sad. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Government is pretty terrible here.
Terrible.
There's Cliff. Oh, that's kind of a cool shot. So's that one. I like that one. Oh, and we're gonna come up. So this thing right here is what I was on while he was surfing. This outcropping of land here. There's a dog having a good old time. Subject pop. He was having such a good time, this dog.
Welcome.
Sure. What's up, Mo? First time chatter. Yeah, usually that's a redemption on most photography streams. It's a little bit weird for a first time chat. Right now I'm going through some vacation photos. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm trying to be in more other Twitch chats as well. I've been really slacking on like supporting other streams lately. I need to get better at that. Wow, there is no balancing this shot. It's just not that great. Oh, and then I just did a crop for a bunch of images just now. Let's do like a subject pop on all these so I can adjust the subject individually. Yeah. Yeah, I've been so busy for yeah, for 100%, man. Yeah, I'm usually in a stream like for like 1 minute as well. Thanks for stopping by, Nicholas. Uh all right, hold up. Okay, that was kind of a sus link for a moment. The first landscape one you were saying? First photo of city buildings? Is it this one? How harsh of a critique are you looking for? Yeah. Yeah, most of the time I'm lurking too. All right. Oh, nice. Some car trails. Good times. So for one, I think the white balance on the shot is a bit off. I don't know if that's an artistic choice, but it has like a very distinct green tint to it. Almost kind of a pukey green, which kind of like throws me off of the image in general. Like I would add a little bit of magenta. And I don't know if I would cool it. I might do selective white balance on certain areas. Like this portion of the buildings, I'd probably do like a warmer white balance, and then this I would do a little cooler. The highlights are muted, so I'd bring the highlights up a little. Actually, I think my main tip for processing this shot would be doing more localized processing, meaning I would get in there with a brush. Like I would brush in adjustment for this area. I would brush in adjustment for this area. All the highlights I would adjust separately from the shadows. Because this very much screams to me global adjustment. Because the shadows are definitely lifted for everything that's in shadow, but that also lifts all the shadows that are in the highlight area that don't need shadow lifting. If that's making any sense. Sometimes I put this in like have trouble putting this into like common terms, I guess, because I am like pretty far down the rabbit hole of photo editing. Yeah, I like the shot. The leading lines are great. You have a good moment, or really decent pull of focus on the woman. It's a good street shot. I've been dealing with that a lot with my real estate stuff. Like when they're coming back from the editors, they really mute the hell out of the highlights, and I try to bring them back every time. And oh man, was that a horror game? I didn't know that. Yeah, it looks like you lifted the blacks on this one too. Am I right? As in like muted them off of like there's it's a common technique, say if I do it to this image. I mean, this isn't really a good example. Or if you take the curve and then just pull the curve up, and that like mutes the blacks. Like if you see here in the shadow, the blacks are just completely lifted. And it does work stylistically for some shots, but for I don't know, for the most part I like leaving the blacks untouched. Wait, where'd my curve go? Oh, I could just control Z out of that. It's like the mix of a Ghost Hunter game and Storage Wars, but with Poppy Playtime mix. What the hell, dude? That's so much stuff. But yeah, it's a fun, good shot though. Sorry if I don't mean to discourage you at all. If that is at all discouraging, that's not what I intend. My main critique of these shots that I'm editing right here is I shot this on a very cheap lens, and just the dynamic range is not there through this glass. It's like all the shadows are really flat, and I could try in editing, but it's just yeah, the info isn't really there for it. But by local adjusting, for example, like I would take a brush, which is just it's K in Lightroom, and if you paint in, oh yeah, there's the shadow pop. I'm gonna take the exposure down. Oh no, exposure up is good, but I'm going to minus this section because there's too much highlight. But as you can see, like if I hit O, this is all that I painted in.
Hello there.
Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that's what I mean by local adjustment. These are just vacation photos. It's not really um that one's kind of neat. Man, I have so many to catch up on. Holy cow, 882. What if I hit previous here? Hey, that totally worked. Sort of. Accurate. And there's a photo of a crab. And here's how my surfing pictures turned out. Not very good. I was using my 75 to 300 Canon, which is like the kittest of the kit zoom lenses. Like it's very cheap. I think I bought it for $50. And you could really tell the glass quality is not that great. Oh, you know what I might do? So I'm gonna go to transform, unconstrain the crop, and do level on all these. That'll save me a little time. Just have the horizon properly level. Oh wow, those have like a lot of stacks even. So yeah, how long you been into photography, Mo? If you want to check out my portfolio, um, do I have a command for that? Here's mine. You just type it in chat there. Been a photographer for quite a long time, but professionally going on 13 years. I think I have to hit the library to unstack these. I think I might have overculled these too. I might be able to do a subject pop. You know what? Let's just do a whole let's do a whole portrait masks preset that I made. The Canon 7070, or was it just a 70D and that's a typo? Huh. I'm a Canon shooter. I did borrow my boss's Sony A7 IV recently, and I really liked shooting with that. That was fun. And I was shooting for a little bit with his Nikon D750. That was pretty fun. One thing that I learned about Nikon when borrowing that camera, though, is they put their lenses on backwards. It is lefty tighty, righty loosey when it comes to their lenses, and that just is weird to me. I don't know why. Really just trying to breeze through these vacation shots, and but also give them a little bit of time and effort. There's the guy taking the photos of him. Oh, there's another guy taking pictures. He's doing videos as well. Put this guy in the top third. I think it was about 30 to 45 minutes. But that's a stack. I've only done, I think, one Star Trails image that was like a single exposure, and that was a 5-minute exposure out at the meteor crater in northern Arizona. I could probably pull that one up, actually. Meteor crater. Yeah, it's this one. Well, this is it's still a composite because it's a panoramic. But yeah, this is 3 5-minute exposures. So this is natural star trails. Um, I was at a pretty dark area, but the overexposure wasn't really too much of an issue because it was dark. I did take a single exposure of the sign at a more of an appropriate exposure for the sign, just in case it was overexposed for all the star photos. Also for a focus stack, because the like that sign photo is a 3-plane photo stack. There's a focus for the cactus in the foreground, there's focus for the sign, and there's focus for the stars. So there's 3 different photos stacked. Now, more recently, though, for star trails, like, I kind of prefer if the stars aren't completely in focus, because they tend to show like better color and all that. Like if a star photo isn't 100% in focus. Or there's your photo again. Oh, this shot is so freaking cool. What? I think that was him falling, but it's still, that is such a cool shot. It's such a cool shot. I'm so intimidated by how many photos I took this trip. There's like 900 photos to go through. It's like editing a wedding. But really, I should take the time to go through all these and edit them because I took this trip in October and I still have not finished. All right, let's see what the dog's barking at. I am muted. Holy crap, dude. Thanks. Since I came back from checking on Charlie, I muted it because he was barking. Thanks for having my back on that one. That happens. This is a way more complicated mask than it initially looks. It's, oh man. This probably would have been better done in Photoshop. Because you could do more complex masks in Photoshop than Lightroom. Well, at least easier. And here's one that's without the masks. You know what? I think I might do this one in Photoshop real quick. Oh, I've got way too much magenta. God damn it. Let's go back on the magenta. Okay, let's do E. Control E for edit in Photoshop. This is also why it takes me so dang long to get through my damn vacation photos is I do stuff like this where it's really not necessary, but all right, I'm going to select objects. Let's do a curves layer. Just bring up. Make it a little bit of an S curve here. Um, remap that selection. Let's do a color balance. Going towards yellow is really kind of the way to go there. And then I'm going to use the remove tool here. Why is J not working? Sometimes it does that. Or it's is it Q? No, it's not Q. I thought it's J. Where's my It is J. Yeah, my hotkeys aren't working. Wonder why that is. I hit Z and Zoom doesn't come up. Do I have like some mode enabled or something? Oh, weird. And it's saving weird too. Okay. Yeah, this was a really neat sunset situation though. It is quite pretty. Let's go a little bit forward. And here we are in Blue Hour. Kiddo's doing some sand castling. He's a little bit too close to the water. Some underexposed skies here. Really pretty though. Oh, that one needs to be rejected. Too much motion. There we go. The first one of that set is the best one. Wait, why did these not? Oh, I think I need to hit G to go in the thumbnail view. And then I hit 1. There we go. Now they go. Or maybe I control Z'd out of it or something. All right, let's crop in here. I'll make the water on the bottom third. This is a really neat shot here. Let's do a normal mask here of a graduated filter, and I'm going to add some red to it. Maybe some magenta. I wonder if I add another gradient to the top, if that is too much, or it kind of is too much. Voodoo Glow Skulls, it's been a minute. some nighttime. This is the one fireworks shot that I got. They had a fireworks display like down the way. I think we were originally going to stay at that hotel, but they had a strike going on, so we decided against it and stayed at a different one. Didn't want to cross picket lines on our vacation. That wouldn't have been cool. Oh, then we transition from night to day here in a moment. This is out in Honolulu. And transition to daytime. Dang, why is Lightroom being so darn slow? My count is 825. Making some progress here. There's our vessel. I won't say the actual word for it because Captain America will censor me. Got some family. Oh, here's the map of our... What does auto transform do? Does that fix it? It sure does. White balance is all jacked on this, though. This was our course. We went from Oahu over to Maui. And we went to the Big Island. We landed in Hilo, I believe. Or did we? And then Kona. Oh yeah, the star for Hilo was like stripped off for some reason. And then after Kona, we went to Kauai. And then back to Honolulu. Stayed like 2 nights in Kauai. I think we're 2 nights in Maui as well. And then 1 night in Hilo and 1 night in Kona. Here's our magnets that these are on our fridge now. Some checkers. Some performers on the cruise. Some of our friends on the trip. Slash family. Let's do a subject pop on this to bring down the harshness of the background. It's not really that great of a shot. Like, really, when you're taking like photos of people, try not to have them backlit like this. Hey, what up, Mittens? How you doing? I'm going through some vacation shots. Some very backdated vacation shots from October. The door of our on the cruise. I've been good though. This is my first like almost full day off in a while. Like it's been, yeah, from the trip to Hawaii. I'm still going through like the first day. I called them a while ago, but now I started with 900 and now I'm down to 812. So I've been processing a bit. It's doing all right. Oh, I like the auto transform on that. Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for coming by and saying hi. Yeah, that's the problem with streaming at this hour is everybody's at work, including myself. I did a little work earlier, but my work is photo editing, so this is more pro bono stuff. This is vacation shots that I'm just finally getting around to editing. Will I finish them today? I don't know. I don't know if I can marathon 800 photos on a stream. Here's the full cruise, or at least the pool area on the cruise. I like cruises, but the Hawaiian cruise is a different vibe, I'd say. It was great to see all the islands, though. That I would highly recommend doing this in order to see all the islands, because otherwise you have to take like small planes. Because there isn't really a ferry between the islands or anything like that. It's just this cruise. There's a duck that we hit on the ship. There's oh crap on the cruise, I should say. Captain's gonna say language, I'm sure. Oh, you won't. Yeah, our
Language.
yeah, it was a Hawaii only. So we landed in Honolulu, departed from there on the cruise, and we visited all the islands. Oh, if you hate flying, that's rough. Because I mean, you could take a very extended cruise, but if you hate flying, you probably wouldn't hate sailing as well. Or yeah, right. Well, they are pretty darn far apart. But yeah, he like when I visited him, he said he's never been to Kauai, and now that I've been to Kauai, I'm like, dude, you need to go to Kauai. it's it's a beautiful, beautiful island. Granted, there were places in Maui that I visited that were at the level of Kauai. Like Maui is gorgeous. There are boats, but there aren't ferries between the islands. I think probably the logistics of a ferry is pretty intimidating. Because, like, all the times when we went between island to island, it was an overnight. So it was like we were sailing for quite a ways between the islands. But it would be a full, like, day trip on a ferry, I think. Which is probably. Oh, Charlie's barking. There's our tugboat. Oh my goodness, Charlie. I'm gonna go see what he's up to. Okay, yeah, he was just barking at somebody walking on the street or something. Yeah, they are quite far. Um, I wonder why the water looked so green here. Must have been the light we had. This is one of the cruise ducks that we found. It's like a Princess Leia. They weren't so expensive. I would definitely do a Disney cruise. It was so darn windy out there on the deck. The next day, sorry about the ads, by the way. I don't know if this is sunset or what. It might have been sunrise. Oh, we have crossed the 800 mark. We're in the 700. We're at 785 images yet left to go through and edit. We're cruising through these. Ah, these photos from a cruise. How long have I been cruising? I think this was my third ever cruise, something like that. My first one was for my honeymoon, and that was a lot of fun. Second one, we did like a short weekend, like I think it was like a 4 or 5 day, out in California and Mexico. And this one was to all the Hawaiian islands. Up here's Maui. We're in Maui now. But every port was like the most industrial place. Like it was so like it was like each port disembarking was not very scenic. Oh, how many days this cruise was? I believe it was about 10 days. We did 2 days on every port. There's one day each on Big Island though. We spent one day in Hilo and one day in Kona. But we were 2 days in Maui, um, and a few days in Honolulu, etc. 2 days in Kauai. It's the first beach we visited in Maui. Is this a GoPro? I think it's a GoPro. Let's do lens corrections. GoPro. There's a Hero 9, which is not listed on here. Oh, here's the shave ice place that Aaron took us to, Ulani's. This was the best one. We tried all kinds of different shave ice, but this was the best one. That is probably like how long was the cruise, or like how many days was the cruise, or something like that. Yeah. And here's Aaron. Oh, it's no, it isn't blurry. It was just not loading right. My son had the weirdest poses. And here's a photo Aaron took of me. Yeah, it was great. He's the second ever Twitch streamer that I've met in person. The first was Spectrumnist, which was also really awesome. I mean, it's weird the relationships you make are very like parasocial and all that on Twitch, but when you get to actually meet other streamers in person, it's really great. It's so much fun. Actually, this I think is a pretty good picture of him. Do my portrait masks preset, whiten his teeth up. Oh, it didn't really do that. Oh yeah, it did. Never mind. This Lightroom was playing catch up. This shave ice was so good. So good. Yeah, it was great for our families to meet. Our wives both hit it off pretty well. It was really fun. Let's see the portrait masks. Yeah, we got to spend like a couple hours. We went out for some lunch and then to Shave Ice, which was like in the same complex. Had some plate lunch. Dude, Hawaiian plate lunch is so good. If you haven't tried it, like they've got some really good dishes. I think the one I'm most partial to is Kahlua pork. Or Kalui pork. I don't know how to pronounce it really properly, but it is really good. I do also like katsu, chicken katsu, but I think that might be more Japanese than just straight Hawaiian. It's hard to get here, but I'd love to try it. Where's here? Oh, it didn't do a sky, but okay. Oh yeah. What kind of international cuisine do they serve in Germany? Okay, I'm gonna put the. Oh, it's turned out pretty good, I'd say. Italian. Well, Italian is pretty cheap to make. Most of the pastas and whatnot. It's not really too expensive. So I could see Italian being all over the place. That's a good shot of all of us there. And I got some flowers. Oh, this one had a bee. Got a comment. So this is when we headed up up the mountain in Maui. We invited Aaron on this adventure, but he didn't. He had wedding photos to edit. This comment is Asian cuisine, then probably Arabic. I don't think we have. I don't know. We do have some Middle Eastern cuisine. Most of it's like, Mediterranean. Mediterranean is not Middle Eastern. Well, actually, I don't really know what much Middle Eastern is. I might be conflating it with a lot of Indian food. Oh boy. I put solar eclipse on all of these. Oh my goodness. It's a total solar eclipse in all of these. I can't believe it. There's a lunar eclipse. Oh man. Oh man, that's rough. Welcome back to social media. totally totally messed up my caption, called it a solar eclipse when it was a lunar eclipse. My bad. Let's edit. Yeah. And this is just the meta stuff. I have to edit this in like all the other platforms too. Oh man. My bad. Man, I posted that same caption for days, and this is the first one I got called on. Oh man. All right, have a good rest of your day at work. Thanks for joining in the conversation. Oh man, what a fail on that! Holy cow! All right, back to these. Um, do a little sky boost adjust. Oh, I think my family's home. Turn off the doggy cam. Hello. It's kind of a neat shot.
Hello there.
Hello, what's up, Gavin?
We have figured out that I have ADHD.
I think we might have a special guest for the stream. Let's pull up a chair. Oh, geez, I have such this room is such a mess.
I can. If you want, I can. Okay, I put it on the on.
All right.
Hello. Being covered by the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I am the microphone. I am one with the microphone.
Oh yeah, your face is in the microphone. I don't know if there's a way to boost you up or something. Yeah, that works.
I can just.
Okay, so for anybody who's not me, this is my son Gavin. He just got home, and we could probably talk a little bit about the Hawaii vacation stuff.
Yeah.
I was editing your surfing photos earlier.
Cool.
What did you think of surfing?
I liked it.
And Charlie's barking.
It was an experience.
Yeah. Was it a good experience,
It
or?
was a good experience.
I mean, in the photos, you looked super happy.
I was. I was in Hawaii. What do you think I was?
Yeah.
Not happy?
So yeah, right now I'm going through the photos from Maui.
Ooh.
This is from the Haleakala crater / mountain. So it's like very at the top of the mountain up there.
So like
Remember
it
that?
was kind of like the really cold thing.
Yeah, yeah. This was where it's really cold, and none of it. We all had shorts and everything,
Yeah.
and we were not at all prepared for this weather.
We are above the clouds.
But yeah, we were above the clouds. It was gorgeous up there. I don't know if I need to process this like much further than this right here. Like
It looks so beautiful.
it's really pretty. I think I would give it a little bit more saturation. Maybe a little